Hey everybody, it's Jimmy from the Game Grader. Figured I'd do an audio/video review this time. I guess you're more likely to watch and hear than read my words. We're taking a look at Toy Story 3, the game. Obviously, this is a launch of a movie game in correlation with the launch of the movie. The game came out first, came out on the 15th of June. The movie just came out Friday, so there's a little bit of, I guess, an early launch for the video game. But this, let's be honest, it's tough to review movie games, and it's tough to review kids games too. If you're a 20-something gamer, like a lot of people are, myself included, it's tough to look at a game that's meant for your younger brother, niece, nephew, grandchild, son, the same way as you look at a game that's made for you. So let's throw out all our preconceived notions. Let's pretend we've never stolen a car from anybody in Grand Theft Auto. Let's pretend that we've never played a first-person shooter, and we're a young kid that's getting into gaming, that is enamored by colors, shapes, jumping, and platforming. So let's kind of take it from its, I guess, from its youth. Let's be kids. Let's be honest. Let's be kids here as we're talking about this one. This is a fun game, and I've had some kids play it and seen kids play it and heard the kids like it. So I know that the platforming and the correlation between the movie and the game is strong. I know that a lot of people relate to Buzz and Woody and the new character from Toy Story 2, Jessie. I know a lot of people relate and would like to play them in a video game, and obviously this is the first time in the third generation that you have a chance to do that with the Xbox 360, the Wii, and the PlayStation 3. And this is also available for PC and Mac. I should throw that in there as well. But platforming, racing, a lot of creativity and imagination, and in the case of our favorite mode, the Toy Box mode, which we'll get into in a second, the open world non-linear activities that are very popular in other video games are all here. So this is just another game that uses a lot of aspects from other successful types of games and other successful franchises, and it does it very well. I won't give away too much of the story because I feel like that there's a lot of parallels between the game and the movie, and I know a lot of people want to see the movie, so I don't want to ruin it. But I could tell you that the game is probably more effective to play after seeing the movie. It gives a little more depth to the movie, and obviously they don't want to have the game and the movie run parallel, be the same thing, because you'd rather spend the $7 to $12 to see the movie than the $50 to play the game, and that's probably true. So there's some things that are additional in the game that would be more effective, I feel, if you have seen the movie first. This is a true platformer. You're swinging, you're jumping, you're doing double jumps, you're climbing up ledges, shimmying across things through this whole game. Woody, being the cowboy that he is, he uses his pull string to swing across to certain areas. Buzz, the strongest character, he flings characters to other points to help them get places that they couldn't otherwise reach, Jessie and Woody. And Jessie, the most agile, she can balance and be on small platforms that the clunky Buzz and clumsy Woody wouldn't be able to work on. Most of the levels will require you to switch, which is an easy press of the L1 button between the three characters to help clear the levels. You use Buzz to throw Woody somewhere, Woody gets something, brings it back, so on and so forth. That's not repetitious to where it's bothersome. It's a dynamic that you get to play with the three characters, and they all have their pros and their cons. The two main modes, I mentioned the story mode. There's 9 levels, and like I said, you'll use the three characters to get through some of the events through the movie, platforming all over the place, and you'll be swinging and throwing your way through the story mode. To be honest, some of the swinging, jumping, racing, the first thing you do is you're on a horse, some of that's kind of difficult for younger gamers. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, I'm just saying it's not too easy, meaning that this game could give a little more time to a younger player than some games that are just too darn easy. In the Toy Box mode, it's an open world. It's kind of like Fallout 3 is one of my favorite games. I cannot wait for Fallout Vegas. It's kind of like Fallout, where you're a character. It's a role-playing game. You play either Buzz, Woody, or Jessie, and you're the sheriff of this town of toys, and you have to go around and do tasks for some of the toys around the area. And you'll see some of the characters from the movie, Ham the pig, and other toys that you have seen through the 2 movies and now the 3rd movie, and you do things for them. You collect gold. You fix problems in the town, and you kind of just make it a well-oiled machine. You collect things. You use the gold to buy other toys. The other toys open up more events. and it kind of just keeps going and going and going, and you can spend a lot of time on it. It's like a World of Warcraft where it's a multiplayer, or not a multiplayer, but a role-playing situation where you can get a lot out of it if you put a lot into it. And I think that's a really cool, deep mode that your kids can sit in front of the TV and spend a lot of time doing, making the town really nice and fun. Exclusive for the PS3, Emperor Zurg. You can play with Emperor Zurg. He has his own set of missions, and his missions, of course, are to try to defeat Buzz Lightyear. That's another bonus for the PS3 version. He uses a tri-gun, which is a pretty cool little weapon for Emperor Zurg, and that's another added bonus to the game. The most exciting thing about Toy Story 3, and the big lasting appeal for me for this game, is that it was announced that the PlayStation Move motion controller is going to be compatible with Toy Story 3, and there's going to be some new downloadable mini games specifically for the Move that will be downloaded for free, F-R-E-E, from the PlayStation Store in fall of 2010. So during the launch of the Move, and you still have your Toy Story 3, or just get it, you'll be able to enjoy some free content that's used with the Move, which is another big bonus. Obviously, the Move is an exciting thing for the PlayStation 3, kind of aimed at the younger crowd that maybe thought the Wii was a little too kidsy. This is a kid game on the PS3 that will be able to use the Move. That's really exciting, I think, for the kids. Now, I've kind of given you the background of the game and some of the exciting things of this. I think this is a fun kids game. Kids like explosions and colors and sounds. There's a lot of that here. When you collect coins and toys and things like that, you're kind of visually... it's like a visual celebration. You get a lot of feedback from the game, letting you know that you've collected things and done things, and you get a true sense of accomplishment. And your kids are going to be telling you that they found this, or they did this, or Woody did this, Buzz did this, Jesse jumped here, and they'll be telling you about that because there's a true sense of accomplishment in the game, and that's something the kids, I know it's kind of a small victory, but they should be outside playing, true, but they'll have a sense of accomplishment when they play Toy Story 3. And if it's one of your favorite as a kid, I'm a 25-year-old that loves Toy Story the series, and it's kind of cool to see it come to fruition in a third-generation game. And I could see where kids would really, their love of Toy Story would go to the next level with this video game. And I think that's a really cool thing. Again, play this after you see the movie. Definitely see the movie. I heard a lot of great things about it. In terms of a grade, that's what we do here. Grading it as a kid, with all the fun to be had, and if you're a true lover of Toy Story, I think that this is it's a strong title. I think this is an 8 out of 10. I know I throw that around a lot, and 8 out of 10 is kind of a really strong point for this game. I just feel that this is a good title. I couldn't find many flaws with the controls. The design was there. The story, the way it was all laid out in correlation with the movie and the events, I thought it was done really well. It's not just some clunky jumper, a platformer that has no story, no background. Everything is here, and this will provide a lot of gameplay for your kids. I suggest it. See the movie, buy the game, have a lot of fun this summer. It's Toy Story 3. We're giving it an 8 out of 10. That's going to do it. Jimmy Smith, the Game Grader. Thanks for listening.